well.
Okay. Hello guys. We hope this time stream will be working fine. Do you want to load the game or start from scratch? You decide.
We can begin from the beginning to make sure that everyone can see.
Okay.
Oxygen set.
I'm not sure what was the network issue. You didn't skip that, so we will see the screens. I'm not sure what was the network issue, but we restarted the PC and we can now play again. So yeah, as I said in the previous stream, we are doing updates as fast as we can, basically every 2-3 days. And we've added recently a lot of new features, which you can find on our Steam page. And right now we are working on the next update, where we will add even more new stuff. Most important is the ability to point mouse more accurately. So we added the possibility to disable mouse acceleration.
Oxygen
We will
set.
improve the tutorials, and also we are finishing all translations. So we hope maybe next week we will be able to add translations to the game. Yeah. So we'll see if everything is running smoothly on Steam and on other platforms as well right now, because previous stream had probably the bitrate probably was too high in the previous one. But right now it should be fine.
Oxygen set. External.
We are back. And we are streaming. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions, remember to write them on the chat
Oxygen
on
set.
YouTube or Twitch.
Suit.
We will try to answer as much as we can. Maybe I will also enable the chat on Steam meanwhile, so that you have all the possible places to write your feedback. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the Steam is back, so it's good. You can see us now. Okay, so now we are. I think you are speedrunning, right?
No, I'm not.
So, as you saw before, if when we are pointing at the rock, we've added this ready to load, because some of you asked about some way of indication that the rock is ready to be loaded onto the rover. Some rocks are too big, of course. So right now, if you see the text ready to load, that's the rock. And yeah, you can pick up many of those, so I guess you can do this. You can do it from inside, or from first person, or third person, or even from the controller. So there are like 3 different ways to gather the rocks. Yeah. So we've added this automatic grabber since the demo version. You can of course still grab manually, but this automatic grabber makes it much easier and faster. And also we are now reworking the crane even more based on your feedback. So in the next versions probably the crane will be operated by mouse, which should be a lot easier for you. And yeah. What else? So we are now focused on 3 the most important things for this game. One is we are making separate tutorial scene where you will not be rushed. You will have as much time as you need to basically learn everything, learn all the electric circuits, mechanics, how to connect cables, how to build buildings. You will have a lot more time for this. And Yeah, so that's our goal, to make learning the game a lot easier. Second one is of course translations. We hope to add a lot of languages. We are at this stage we have added almost all texts into the translation file. We are sending it to the translation team, and there we will definitely add French, Russian, German, Chinese, Spanish, and probably others as well. They should be soon, like I think 1 or 2 weeks. That's our hope. Will the crane operation by keyboard still be available? I think we'll let you operate both keyboard and mouse, but we have to completely rework the crane, because the current crane only supports keyboard, and to make it more smooth, it needs to be like done from scratch, basically. But it will support fluent animations based on your mouse movements, and then if you want, you can also use keyboard on this. Okay, so somebody on the stream chat is asking,
Oxygen set.
is here somebody from Poland? So yeah, there are people from Poland here. Of course, you can ask some questions if you want. And yeah, we are streaming on Pyramid Games YouTube, Pyramid Games Twitch, and also Playway, also on Playway YouTube. So there are many ways where you can watch us, and Twitch and Steam, of course. So I'm not sure, guys, if you were on our Gamescom booth in the indie game arena, but there is I heard that the Gamescom organizers are still working on fixing this booth, but there should be an astronaut there which you can talk to, and you can ask him some questions and he should answer you. And yeah, so it's interesting how all this epidemic situation caused us to so basically caused all the conferences to move into the online world, and how it's unfolding. We think it's a nice idea with these virtual booths, and there are a lot of people there. So if you didn't see it, you can Google online.indiearenabooth.com, and you can search for basically Polish booth on the map, and then you will find Occupy Mars and Pyramid Games booth in there. So maybe I will paste it on the chat. You can find our Gamescom booth in here. Yes. Okay, our stream is visible everywhere on all the platforms. So what are you doing right now?
Unloading the rocks, the shredder.
So in this new update you don't have to connect the shredder manually, it should just work once you enter it.
Yeah, I know, but I prefer have connected half directly to battery pack. It's safer during the night, especially.
Okay. So, did you unload all the rocks?
Yes, I think.
So now you can.
I can print battery pack. And in the meantime, like in previous stream, I will put 200 iron to my inventory.
If you have that many.
I think I have. We can check.
Somebody asked on the forum today how to do this. So you have to click on the inventory on the left here. Then you have to move, change from printer container to shredder container. Then split the iron into 200. Yeah. And
to click OK and click on the empty
empty
slot.
slot, and then you can move it to the player inventory, and then you have it. And then you can move it into the container. Like this. Okay, so it should be fine. And now let's build the battery. Of course, you can rotate the ghosts of buildings by using the arrows left and right. Is it possible to save the game? Yes, of course. In the prologue you can do this. It wasn't available in the demo version before, but now you can without any problems. Yeah, you just save it and you will see the green information about game saved, and it should be there. So yeah, I just got a lot of notifications because we finished the mission and saved at the same time. So they are like in the queue.
External.
Okay, so this is a tutorial for growing food, and in this update we have added the planting tool, the planting crate. It's located here, small plant crate, so you can pick it up and then you can put it in your inventory. But yeah, first plant them and let them grow. You close the door, the lower door. You have to open it again, and yeah, so the game was saving. Okay, how many did you plant? So now you can
12.
check if there is water and power. In the first version we had to manually set this, but now we've set this, you just zeroed it.
But
disabled
I plants in incubator, so
yeah.
it's not necessary
Okay, so
to keep the water and electricity to shut right now.
yeah, so maybe I will paste on the stream the full changelog, because some people are asking about saving, about things we've added since the demo. So on our prologue you can find in the forums the whole changelog with the list of all changes. Maybe I will find it and read the most important ones. In here, changelog. Okay, I see it.
Oxygen set.
Full changelog is here.
Suit.
So,
As you guys remember, I collect iron from the shredder, so I can put them into a container.
yeah, so this is the new missions after the sunstorm. In the demo, the sunstorm was the end. Now we have more missions, and the last mission will be to take the container out of here instead of the tipper. So yeah, the new things in the prologue since the demo are, one of them you already saw, the new automated grabber system. You just have to point at the rock and it will just grab it automatically. You don't have to do it manually. The possibility to change key binding, it was a big task for us, because we had to spend a lot of time on mapping all the keys and basically keys and joysticks and gamepads. So now you can bind any key you want to any action. This was something a lot of you were asking for, and of course the save system. So now you can build any base and you can save it, and later you can go back and improve it even more.
Oxygen set.
possibility to produce water bottles from the well. So we showed you before in the test stream that you could, without any problem, produce water
Oxygen
bottles in the well.
External.
Basically, yeah, a lot, and there is a lot more. For example, after you go to sleep, we can show them the night sky, which is completely new since the demo version, and it's really beautiful right now. We were really trying to make it beautiful. In the demo version, you also didn't have a way to connect oxygen to the base. Now you have the well expansion, the Sabatier reactor. You can do this no problem. So you can also recharge oxygen inside your rover. That's the Sabatier reactor tutorial screen actually. Yeah. So there is new printing animation,
Oxygen
new
set.
animation for unloading rocks, new cinematic on the intro. Yeah. And the tutorials in the demo were static images. Right now they are videos. But in the full game, in the next update, we will, maybe not the next update, but in a few updates we will add a special scene where you can test and learn how to connect cables and learn the whole electricity system. So that's what we are focusing on right now. Yeah, so that's the oxygen produced from the well extension, the Sabatier reactor. You can charge your spacesuit using oxygen here, and here you can fill the water tank to produce water bottles. You can also, that's from the well, you can also produce oxygen bottles in the CO2 scrubber from the main base. So that's also available right now. And yeah, let's go maybe inside and do some planting, right? And then maybe we'll go to sleep and wake up at night to show our players the stars. Did we plant?
I just need to sleep a couple more hours.
Yeah, and make sure that there is water and everything you need, and that your battery is enough to survive the night.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, it should look okay. And it's okay. And is your CO2 scrubber running?
Yes, I turned on it, but I don't know if we can produce
it's
right now. No, not
it's-
enough.
It's not
oxygen
yet.
right now.
But as you can see in the left bar, exterior O2 is rising. There is this arrow, this green arrow. So you can see that it's producing oxygen. You can also make it faster by connecting. And let's go out. And I think it's time to show you. Something great, but I have some information that there is still a problem with stream. Maybe not. Maybe only for some people. It's okay. So yeah, our plants are bigger now, and we are now working on new plant shader to when they are withered they will look completely different. Okay, so that's the new plant crate. You can use it to replant a lot of plants at the same time, so you just connect them, take them and put them in the crate, and then you can replant them here without going one by one. It's a very useful tool. As you can see, many of you asked for this. We have more. Okay, let's replant them to grow faster, but we have to remember about setting the water and light. 3.3 and 1.3. Okay, we can disable those as well. And now they are watered and they will be growing. Okay, okay, we don't have power, I think, because we have to use, so we have to go outside. You can see the beautiful stars right now, which we've improved. And we can show you something nobody found it so far, especially, I mean, not even people from our Discord server. So there is a special key shortcut right now to show you those amazing star constellations. So this is just basically an Easter egg, but I'm sure you will enjoy it. Probably nobody found it so far because we didn't see on our forum. So maybe if you know how to enable it, let us know in the chat. But if not, maybe I will later tell you or show in the forums. You know how to enable those constellations. And this update is already on Steam, so you have it on your computers as well. You just didn't know about it, about this feature. So yeah, should I tell them the
not yet.
combination? No, maybe somebody will figure out. I count on you, server. You're our only hope to figure out first, because you're always doing.
Okay,
it
we can
first.
tell that you should use 2 keys.
Yeah, there are 2 keys, but they are quite far apart on the keyboard. And yeah.
2 different sides of keyboards.
I know it's very hard to find it. Yeah, meanwhile we will fix our PCB board. So yeah, we have to desolder the components. I always do it on the other side because I just feel more comfortable doing it. Okay, you just throw this away and then take new coil, put it in. Yeah, some people say that it's a lot of hard work to fix those boards, but of course in the real life it's also hard, and in the full game this will be important because you will be able to unlock your technology tree by fixing stuff. So yes, it's some work, but there will be a big reward for that. So we will try to balance it in a way that you will feel really rewarded for fixing it. And also that's basically how you fix boards in real life, right? This path on the PCB board was fried, and you have to, after you resoldered it, you have to measure the voltage if the voltage is correct again. And we are measuring right now if it's working. Yeah, it's okay. And now we have to remove the missing broken part, which is the monolithic microcontroller.
But I think we should say that this board is one of the easiest in this game. In the full version of the game you will have more difficult boards to fix.
Yeah, we have, I think, like 7 different types of boards. And there is also fuses in which which sometimes will break, and you have to change those fuses. For example, if your corridor loses lightning, remember that in this game your enemy is Mars and its nature and its environment. So when there is a sandstorm or like dust, devil tornado, solar storm, heat, like a cold wave during the night, things like that. So those things can break your base. There is also a possibility of meteor shower, so meteors can fall onto the buildings or your vehicles, causing damage, and you will have to fix them. There is also radiation, and in the full game we will have beautiful auroras during solar storms. So if there is increased activity in the sun, there will be a spike in radiation, and you have to hide inside the base basically. Basically, if you are outside and your suit is low on battery, you will get damage from radiation. So you have to always remember about it. Actually, I can tell you some interesting thing that today because we are also working on a mobile game, Occupy Mars Mobile, which will be completely different from the PC one. It will be more like something like SimCity on Mars, let's say. In the mobile game, today we discussed about how we will probably add special electricity poles over the base, which are for transporting the energy, and also they would prevent you from getting radiation, because there is electromagnetic radiation which like is like pushing away the particles from the sun. You can move those, by the way, because we didn't show this in the stream. You can move water and oxygen into the hotbar and just eat and drink by pressing the numbers. So this is available in this update. Yeah, like this. If you want to eat, you just press 6 and the bar is growing. Okay. Right now I can see that you don't have power in your base during the night. Probably the batteries are not...
I need to connect another battery to the previous one.
We don't have enough batteries, so our plants may die and we will have to start over. Oh, what a beautiful sunrise that was.
I think they'll be just fine.
Oh, we have potatoes already.
So
Great. Because I think we had for most of the night we had power. We only had power cuts for a few hours when the batteries were not charged, but seemed like it was enough to grow them. Okay, so we have the potatoes already and we can pick them up, so we have some food. And we didn't show drinking from well yet, so since you are getting dehydrated slowly, you can go from the bathroom. So we can go to the bathroom and we can show drinking. Yeah, it's here. So we've added this. There is a sink and you can turn it on. There is water. We will just make it slightly more visible, but it's there. And you can click on the water to drink even more, or you can click on the here on the battery to disable it. Okay. So you remember not to waste any water, but still it's a closed loop. So this water which is falling here will not be that. It shouldn't be that. Like it shouldn't be wasted, right? At least not all of it. Can we? Okay, we can now fill the oxygen tank. Somebody were asking how to fill oxygen tanks in the game. You just have to enable CO2 scrubber, wait for some time until you let it work longer, and then it will produce enough oxygen to give you these bottles. So yeah, we can go outside. What's our next goal? Can you open the tablet? And tasks. Okay, complete the mission. Attach container to heavy rover. Yeah, so we've done it very quickly. We can.
I was actually planning to connect our batteries.
Yeah, because we did all of this on one battery alone, right? Okay, that's the hub. Okay, yeah, that's it. Connect it here. And see about the output. Here we have 180, and then in the other one, how much do we have here? Okay, so we can limit this one to as much as the base needs, and that should be enough. Okay. So this mission may be hard for somebody who don't know the game, but since we played it so many times, it just became quite easy for us. And if you play this game longer, you may have easier time surviving on Mars, on the real red planet. And there are so many things in this game you didn't yet see or experience, because this prologue is a very little part of the full game. It's just one crater with most of the buildings disabled, most of the vehicles disabled, and there is so much more we would like to show you in the full game. But we are glad that we released the prologue, because this way you can learn about the mechanics of the game. And so we are unloading the trailer, but if the ground is not even, it may sometimes not unload, because we've added this as like a security thing. When will Polish translation be available? We hope in 1 to weeks together with other translations. So yes, we are attaching the container, and that's connecting the semi-trailer, and that's the last mission in the prologue actually. But there is a lot more you didn't see. For example, there are some hidden tools in this prologue. There are, what else? There are some rocks you can mine to build a bigger base. There is also a lot of destruction mechanics. You can destroy buildings or solar panels by driving rover. You didn't even see the sunstorm yet. Yeah, so here we have the improved jackhammer. In the full game, to unlock it, you will have to basically, yeah, that's the improved one, that's the normal one. You just have to add the description for it. In the full game, you will have to unlock the technology tree to unlock it better. And yeah.
Oxygen set.
There is also improved grinder, I think. Okay, so
Yeah, you can find it near this base where you can find tablet. It's very close, actually. And you can see it right there, above the base.
yeah, it's actually it's visible from here if you look closely.
Oxygen set. Suit.
Yeah, you just have to go there. Right here, improved grinder. It will grind faster.
We can check.
Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one.
Maybe
Something smaller.
smaller.
Yeah, if somebody has other keyboard, then it's even harder to find a shortcut for translation. But we'll tell you. Yeah. If you can find it, we will tell you how to find it. I will write on our forums probably. There will be pinned posts about it. Meanwhile, I will check some comments on the forums.
Yeah, you can ask a question in Polish, so we can answer in Polish if you want.
Oxygen set. External.
Yeah, okay. Yes, the translations are closer, and there is a lot of people from Poland here. Yes, of course.
Okay, I have another tip for you guys. I think some of you already know it, but you can destroy this corridor to save energy.
Yes,
To
that's a
have
good
it
tip.
more.
Okay, so will you show them?
How to destroy? Okay.
And
Okay, check the map at first. As you guys see,
yeah,
our
everything.
base needs 37 almost kilowatts right now.
Yes.
But if we destroy this corridor, which connects to our bedroom and bathroom, you will see that the base needs
A lot
little
less.
less.
Yeah, so as we are destroying, you will see these cracks on the buildings, and if you go far away right now, if you stop doing this, sometimes there will be some air particles escaping, but maybe from the other side it will be visible. Yeah. Sometimes I like to approach the building, destroy it to some degree, and yeah, as you can see right now, the whole part of the base is red, so it's disconnected from electricity, but the main base is only using like a lot less. 27 with the airlock and 20 the building itself, so it's a lot more. You don't have to build as many batteries if you only need the hub. You can just destroy this thing, and you can you can build something else. You can build, for example, this this one here.
But to do this, we need to turn on a shredder and put some rocks. I don't want to plant another potatoes because we are waiting to sandstorm.
Oxygen.
Yeah, we are waiting to show you guys the sunstorm. So as you can see, there is now a wall in here, automatic wall, which is appearing always when you destroy some connector. Yeah. Okay, somebody is asking if we are reading in Polish. Of course we are. Maybe you can build a ramp on there or another airlock and things like that. If you have enough resources, you can probably build a ramp to make it easier to walk on it. It should be, yeah, right here. Yeah, so translations are coming. The game is free for now, so it's not like we are earning for the translations. We are just we just need some time to finish the things you wanted us to add in the game, and the translations will be next. Yes, so that's the answer for the questions. Meanwhile, I will check our Discord channel. Maybe if you are not on our Discord yet, you should join, because we have a very great community, over 4,000 people talking about space games and other games.
And I think this is the easiest way to know how to turn on our stars.
Yeah, if you want to know how to enable the constellations, check on Discord. That's the first thing to do. Yeah, some people are building like 4 batteries, but we only had one and we also survived. We just played it so many times that we know how to do it.
Maybe we should build another one before the start.
By the way, can you click? And here we'll show them something. Here, below, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So here you also have the board, which is fixable. But let's close it for now. So not many of you know about this, that many devices have such boards, electronic boards to fix stuff. And if it breaks, you have to then take the board and fix it before you can. You don't have to only use the welder. You have to do more.
As I remember, headquarters also have boards.
Yeah, I think there is somewhere here. Yeah, there is a big board for controlling the whole base. So if this one breaks, you will have a lot of work to fix it. And also the rover. Inside the rover, there is also a board. So yeah. We always wanted this game to be very technical and detailed, so we are now at the stage where we have most of the mechanics we wanted to do. We have them ready. Now we are just adding more content and fixing some issues. But yeah, so this is the rover board. Without this board, you cannot drive. Secret bar missing, so your rover PC will be disabled without it. Your rover can also be completely destroyed, for example, in the sandstorm. or you can. But if you destroy it, you won't be able to finish the game. So maybe save first or something. And saving is a good idea. Always, if you go to sleep, you are saving. So also remember about it. Going to sleep is a good idea.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Oxygen set.
If you don't want to press like a.
I don't remember which place to sleep.
Yeah, you don't. You have one more bed above, right? Upstairs, there is a bed right here. So we can go to sleep, and after sleeping, there will be new save. Yes.
Okay, where is this storm?
Yeah, we in the last update we made the storm appear later because some people were asking for this to delay the storm.
Oxygen set.
So that's what we did to give you more time to learn everything, all the mechanics. And soon storm should appear. And yeah, maybe you can finish building this. This
I need to collect
Freeway
some more rocks
sections.
and change
or destroy something else.
container to...
Yeah.
What can I destroy? I have nothing.
Small solar panels,
Oh,
but
okay.
they can electrocute you.
You have to risk it to get a risk.
Right. Let's take the big grinder. Just maybe take, go from the other side and crunch, because it can electrocute you. You can see the sparks, but you did this in the right place. If you were lower, it could like give you more harm. Yes.
So we can build this corridor.
Yeah, let's build it. Do we have everything we need? Yes. So now it's built and you should be able to come inside.
Oxygen set. External.
Now we have our bathroom and bedroom back.
What else can we do? We can take the rover and destroy solar panels with it. It always looks amazing.
Oxygen set.
I will not have enough energy to survive the sandstorm if I destroy solar
Yeah, but you
panel right
can
now.
just come back to your base. You finished all the tasks, right? There's some question about
Oxygen set.
another similar games.
External.
Do we want to make another space game? There's a lot of Polish people on our chat right now. So right now we are working on a game, Soviet Space Engineers. You can find it on Steam as well, where you will be building
Oxygen set.
like first Russian rockets and spacecraft, and also we made Rover Mechanic Simulator, a game about fixing rovers. So yeah, if you just destroyed the solar panel, now you can destroy it even more to regain the parts. Yeah,
So if you accidentally destroy your solar, you can use grinder if you have resources to rebuild it.
Yeah, we have some screws in here, some more pipes to collect and build stuff. Meanwhile, I'm changing miniatures on our screen. So, what else can you regain? What do you want to build after you...
Solar panel,
Another one? Okay.
because I destroyed it.
Yeah.
It will be useful.
There is never enough solar panels. As many as we can have is always a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to balance the scrapping to make it faster. We know that we've made the drilling faster on the rocks, and it became a lot easier for you. So we will do something similar with the grinder. It will be faster. So you still are lacking two crucial things. You saw there. So we have to destroy some more scrap, or we have to collect rocks.
It should be enough.
Okay, now let's... do we have everything? I think we do. Okay, so the solar panel is growing. Now we still have not enough solar cells. We need to produce more solar cells, but maybe you have enough in the crusher, enough resources to do it. You just have to check. Yeah, good idea that you remember about powering it. It needs 25 kilowatts minimum.
And we just need to print one part, yeah, solar panel.
Well, I'm not sure if one or more. You can check in the build section in your tablet. Do we need one or do we need more than one? Build solar panel. Oh, we need 3, and also 2 of something. Let's check. Two small pipes and 3 solar panels. Okay. So let's go to printing. Small pipe here. 2 of them. Okay, we have enough iron, and solar cell. 3. So yeah, that should be enough to build it. And now we are just waiting when they print. In the full game, probably we will actually print the parts you need in here, except for instead of the this container. But it's still a good visualization that something is printing and it's going into the storage. And on the other side, you can also change tipper and container on the rover, so you can switch them. And we can show it later in the next part of the stream. And yeah,
We can finish building.
yeah, I must say I'm really satisfied with this build, because we were working a lot last weekend on reading every comment on Steam, every forum.
We don't have electronics also.
Oh, electronics is missing. Yeah, so we've read every review on Steam, every forum post, and we've gathered the information about features which were requested most often. And then we were working very hard to add them to the game. So right now we are very happy that we have this build which you can play, which is so stable and balanced better. It's easier for you. We will also have another build with some hotfixes, maybe even this weekend or on Monday, when we will add like the possibility to disable this mouse acceleration, which some people don't like. I personally very much like mouse acceleration. I think it's like easier to play when you have smooth movements of mouse, but some people don't like it, so we respect it. Okay, so we can connect here the fourth panel, and now we should have a lot of power to the battery. Maybe put everything into the battery, and only the well, maybe 10 kilowatts for the well for the night, so it will also produce oxygen during the night. And check the batteries if they are connected in a good way. Okay, here we have all the outputs, so it's good. And the second one, it's also good. So I guess we can go to sleep and wait for the storm, right? That's the only thing we have to do, because we've done almost everything. We can also show how the air is escaping the airlock. For example, if you take the grinder, stand on the side and destroy it slightly. I think we didn't show it yet. And just, yeah, and take also this one and make some destructions, but only slightly, right? To some degree. And also on the corridor, if there is air inside, it should, yeah. Yes, now you can see the air is escaping, and you can do this on almost every building which is pressurized. So yeah, just think about the possibilities. Since we have this implemented in the in our framework, we can later maybe we will build rockets which are leaking oxygen like this, and then you will have to fix it with the welder. And I will tell you about this little feature which we have in the full game, which we disabled for the prologue, which is special air leaks inside. So once your building in the full game is broken, you will have to go inside, find the leak, and then fix the leak first, like cover it, and only then you can take the blowtorch and finish the fixing. So it's more complicated in the full version of early access than here, but still it's a lot of fun. We are not sure if it's not overcomplicated, because when we released the first demo version of this game, so it was too complicated for some people, so we have to balance things for you to make it just like you like it. And yeah, you can refill the oxygen from here. Okay, great. And yes, what else? Are we connecting it again or not?
Yeah, we can.
Maybe we can go to the rover and sleep some more to wait for the storm, because the storm also looks amazing.
Oxygen set. External.
We can also set the base on fire off.
Yeah, so we have the sunstorm. We still have those constellations enabled. If you keep watching, you will learn how to enable them and disable. Watch out, incoming sunstorm.
Oxygen set.
So now it's getting, yeah, enable flashlight. It's getting, you get some damage. So it's getting dark and there's wind everywhere.
Okay, where is our base?
Yeah, it's so windy and dark that
We
it's
don't
hard
have
to...
energy right now.
Yeah, so your batteries were not charged
Oxygen
fully.
set. External.
Yeah, you cannot...
Only 5 kilowatts.
Only
right
4
now.
kilowatts charged. Yeah. So it will be hard to survive. Maybe we should go back to the main base. What do you think?
To the main base?
Yeah. Oh, I noticed that we have a fire extinguisher now. Can you check if it works? I don't remember if we had it on your inventory. I think it wasn't available in the previous update. Here it is. Let's check if it's enabled, because I don't remember even if it works. So yeah, can you take it away? Okay, so we have the fire extinguisher, yes. And now, if we have it, maybe we can burn something, but I'm not sure if extinguishing works, because I didn't test it yet in this version.
Okay, let's try.
Let's go here, we can make some fiery pillows, for example. Yes. So the pillow is on fire, and check if the fire extinguisher works for the fire, because I don't... Yeah, it works, yeah, awesome. Oof, it's good that we have, but the fire is spreading, so you always have to be careful. There is also, yeah, you can put fire to the this. Yeah, it should be fireproof. We are on Mars, but it's not. You know, cost cuts and things like that made it not so fireproof as it should be. So yeah, we can spawn the fire on our furniture, and also on the plants. You can burn your potatoes if you like. Fried potatoes, it's possible in this game. Yeah, so maybe let's extinguish it now. Do you still have your fire extinguisher? Yeah, it's on number 3.
I have, but I need to drink something.
Do you have water? Yes, you have.
Oh, only 2 bottles.
Mm-hmm. Let's extinguish it. Okay, that was easy. Yeah. You just zoomed in with the scroll. Not many of you know that you can zoom in with the scroll. Sometimes it makes the game easier if you want to find something or far away. So it's basically like a way to control your field of view. Very handy.
Oxygen set.
Yeah.
I'm wondering that we have water during the sandstorm. Yes, we have.
Yeah, the well is almost always working because it's a foolproof device. It has its own solar panel. It needs to work, and we have external power source for longer periods of where we need battery storage. So you can just fill water bottles and take them. So in the full game you will be building much bigger bases, and to do this, of course you will have to build a bigger base. You will have to build more wells, more solitary reactors, more battery packs, and think about and plan everything to make the base operational. So what now? Are you going to sleep or going to the base? Waiting for the day.
Waiting for the day and
the sandstorm end.
Sandstorm end, exactly.
Yeah. So in the full game, sandstorm is not the only thing that happens. There is a lot more which can happen. Some natural phenomena, and right now you can expect more or less when it will happen, but in the full game they may be random, so you have to prepare. Right now I can see you have some base leaks. You have a oxygen leak in your corridor and in your main headquarters, so you should fix your buildings. It's better to fix them from outside, because inside you just make things, you know, fire, and they just burn. Somebody on the chat asks in Polish, why did this game didn't happen earlier? This game is like nothing he ever seen before. So yeah, that's when we were working on Occupy Mars. We didn't want to copy anything. I personally on purpose avoided playing other Mars survival games because I didn't want to copy anything. So we wanted to be original, and we just made what we think is right, and that's how this game happened. And right now, of course, some people think it's kind of early in development, but it's just an impression, because we've cut a lot of different things from the full game, and we are only showing a very small part. And as you can see, all these basic mechanics are working. Like you can mining rocks, collecting them, printing parts, building buildings from parts, destroying, fixing. You can drive different vehicles. You can all the electricity system, water system, oxygen system. Everything is implemented. So if somebody thinks this game is early in development, that's just an impression, because we've made a very small part of it a free prologue, but this game is 3 years in development, and we really are focused on finishing all the details with your help, and we want to really make an amazing game of it. And our plan is to keep developing it after release with the community. So this is an early access, this will be an early access version. We hope to release it soon, but it depends on your feedback and how much do you like the prologue version. And later we want to make expansions. So it's not yet official, but it's just something I'd like to add. It's like my personal opinion that I'd like to add at some point exploration update, where there would be new Mars regions to explore, because we have some regions in the full game, like there's polar region which is covered with like ice. We have Olympus Mons, it's the big mountain. We have multiple bases which we can visit, but we would like to add more real Mars regions, like for example we would like to add canyons, some caves, some known craters. So yeah, at some point we will be making updates every few months to make it better. You should add more rooms to constructing the prologue, not just corridors. Yeah, good idea. Actually, I think it's not like on purpose that we don't have the capsule. We just probably forgot about enabling it. Yeah. So I can see somebody visited our booth on Gamescom. I'm wondering if they fixed our robot.
Oxygen set.
In there.
External.
So yeah. What are you? Yeah. So somebody said that there is a Take on Mars. It's a different game in Steam. It was Take on Mars. It was made by, I think, by a Czech company from Czech Republic, and there is a lot of fans of this game. But we wanted to make our own approach, so we tried not to play it too much. We tried to make our own game with this. Okay. So what now? You're recharging rover. Oh, it's completely out of oxygen. It was
a risk of.
It was a long. Long. Yeah. So here we have some oxygen extensions in the rover. In the full game, you will be able to add more of them to make it keep more oxygen for longer journeys. And on the left there will be battery extensions so you don't have to recharge as often. So, and here on the top there will be 3 different, or maybe even more, but at first we will have 3 different endings to the crane. There is a grabber. There will also be welder to build buildings faster, and a drill to drill the rocks faster with the rover. So you don't have to manually drill everything. As you can see in here, they are disabled, but they will be in the full version. So the oxygen is growing slowly, I think because your inventory is full. Whoa! If you try to pick something up a lot of times, then it will happen. You have to throw something away. You have some wall corridors stuff. So yeah, so don't worry about the notifications. They will disappear soon. It's just when you try too hard, they will appear like this. There is some tile from the base, probably fall off during the storm. And what else? Remote control, we can show it, right? Ah, yeah. Let's put here some things we don't need, like the helmet, those corridor parts. What else? This grinder. We didn't show the water detector yet, the spectral detector, so we can show it.
Okay.
I guess.
As you see, we have water right here, so we have one well here, but as I remember, we have also second.
You can build another well if you want, and but this device, it's a water detector, but it's also a spectral detector, so you can detect different. You can detect the composition of rocks to learn what's inside. So here, for example, we are doing analysis, and we know that this is mostly iron, but also silicon, calcium, and aluminum. So if you are looking for iron, this rock is okay. If you are looking for like aluminum, this is not the greatest rock because you will not have a lot of it. Here, aluminum. So this is a different rock, mostly aluminum. So you have to sometimes go around the map and choose which rock you need. I think there is only one with silicon here, so a lot of our players think it's very precious to do. And I saw some constructions by our players. Some people made like really big electricity hubs with like 20 solar panels or something. So we are really glad you are enjoying this, and we hope you will like the full game even more. So as you can see, if we go farther away from the so this one is iron. If we go farther away from the well, the device is showing less and less graphs. So here you can see they are almost none. And if we go closer to the water spot, those bars are increasing because they detect mostly water. That's the goal of this device. So we can see that the water is here, and if we are close enough, you can build well in this spot. If you build the well in a different spot, then you wouldn't have water, or you would have less water per hour, because the water production depends on how close to the center of the water spot you are. The water spots are basically places on Mars where there is more water condensed inside the ground, because there is water in the ground, water particles almost everywhere on Mars, but there are places where it's condensated more, especially underground. So that's what we are looking for in this game. If you are going in the full game to the open world, looking for places to put the well, you have to find the best place with the most water inside, because if you are going to build a big base, you need a lot of water. What else do we want to show on the maps?
I was looking for a water spot, because I remember it was marked. Yeah. This water drop is our water spot right here.
Yeah, so the icon is showing it.
We can destroy Shredder, we can destroy Rover. We can build some corridors, if you guys want.
Maybe we can, if you have enough resources, we could build another corridor and airlocks to
I don't
have
think I have enough.
easier entrance from this side. Or you can just go to that place to finish the campaign, and then we could show some stupid ways to die, for example, because there is so many ways to die, you wouldn't believe. I think you have to disconnect oxygen first, because it's charging.
It's not necessary, but if you want,
Let's do it
to make
properly.
it properly and
It
safe.
was charging slower because it's under the well wheel.
Oxygen set. External.
Okay, so we are now doing the last mission, which is going away with the resources to back to the main base, which is where the full game will be. When you go outside the crater, it's basically beginning of the full game. So yeah, that's mission accomplished. Number of tasks 7. 65 minutes on Mars. We can try again. We can go back to main menu and things like that. So we will try again, and this time we will do something else.
Oxygen set.
What's the quickest way? Let's press no here, because we don't want to see those again. What's the quickest way to die? You know.
Oxygen set.
What's the quickest way for you to die?
Oxygen set. Suit.
You can die directly from the rover.
You can drive over yourself. Oh, what a beautiful sunrise is there. Sunrises on Mars are beautiful. Okay, you have to go faster, I think, to do some. You need more energy. Okay, and now full speed. Oops. I'm not sure if it was fast enough to kill you, maybe it just... No, it was. You died by accident, yeah. So, can try again.
This is the fastest way to die.
I know faster ways. Even 2 of them. Okay, go outside.
Oxygen set. Oxygen
Like this,
set.
and then close the door. And go forward, maximum. And now open the door. The doors are killing me.
Okay. I
So
didn't know about
that's
that.
another way to die. Just accident, killed by the door. So some people don't like this feature, but it's Mars, so you have to be careful. You can die easily. Okay, another quick way to die. Just open the door and change your helmet. Yeah. Changing helmet when outside is not a good idea. By the way, in the full game you will be able to change your look, because we added the profile manager, so you can change your face, your gender, some colors, some arm patches. You can see our Martian here has a pyramid on his arm, so in the game you'll be able to put your own symbols, whatever you want actually. Okay, so we've shown, I think, 3 ways to die. So we have like 15 more. What's your next idea? What's next we can show?
I'm not really sure.
Meanwhile, maybe I will tell you about some interesting things from the game. So the sunstorm. Maybe you are interested to know how the sunstorm was made here by us. So our goal is to make something that will limit your visibility and give you a high chance of destroying your rover or your base. So you have to hide, and then you have to fix your devices after. So it's made like this, that there is a basically object around the player, which is spawning the dust and the rocks. So it looks like you are inside this. I think it's too high to go there.
Unfortunately, because
in the full game we have the jetpack, so you can fly. Yeah, imagine how cool it would be to fly on Mars. In the full game you can fly, so then you can land everywhere you want. So somebody on the chat is asking why on the trailer the guy has no hair and in this game he has a hair. So I will write him in Polish that you can set it. Możesz ustawić, jak wygląda twoja postać. So you can set how your character looks.
Oxygen set. External.
Well, so hair, your clothes, your basically your patches, colors, things like that. You can also play as a woman.
Oxygen set. Suit.
Okay. Are you destroying your rover?
yeah, because I'm trying to die.
Yeah, that's another way to die.
Because it's chance that the rover is going to explode
Okay.
after I finish. is charming. It should explode.
And it will kill you, right? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Meanwhile, I will take a look at the forums because I can
Yeah.
see. Whoa, that was a big explosion. Dumb ways to die. Oh, but you didn't die. It just threw you away
Oh.
because it depends on how many health you are losing. In this case, he lost about 50% or 60%, but he survived.
Oxygen.
But you're low on oxygen because your helmet is leaking. Do you have spare helmet?
No, it was.
It was in the rover. Is
In the
it is
rover.
it still working or not? Check the inside.
Okay.
But probably it also blew up. Check the. Is it here? I didn't even. Yeah, it blew up. It's away.
Oxygen, we
So-
don't have water, so
If you are fast, you can go back to your base. Maybe you will survive. But your helmet is broken, so it will probably you don't have enough time. And if you're running, you are using even more oxygen, and your base doesn't have oxygen, right? Oh, and you died. Yeah. So that was even more painful death because it was explosion plus suffocation. What else? Can we show electrocution maybe? By destroying transformer or
yeah, we can try.
something?
It's very hard if you won't show it. But if you don't, you will die.
Oxygen set. Oxygen
Let's
set.
try.
Suit.
Okay, I'm not dead. Let's try with another one. Still. Maybe with transformer will be easier. Okay, yeah.
Oh, electrocution, right.
Do you have any ideas? How can we die?
Another way to die. Could you please answer my question by writing because I have no sound? Explain please, how would you like to get Occupy Mars more popular? I mean wishlist 123k on 1108 while highest peak of games on Prologue is by far not so good. Yeah, so the peak on Prologue depends on many things which many people don't know about
Oxygen
maybe.
set. Oxygen
First
set.
is
Suit.
most people already played the game during the demo version. So that's one thing. I will write also because they have no sound. Demo version, which was very similar to
Oxygen set.
Steam
External.
changed. Steam changed some backend. So a lot of people didn't receive emails from our wishlist. As far as I know, we've made basically a survey on our Discord channel, and about 50% of people who had the product on the wishlist didn't receive the email.
Oxygen
So
set.
I
External.
hope Steam will fix some stuff, and when we release the full game, there will be more people will get notifications. But what's important is that our wishlist is still growing very, very fast. That's what I can say, and the Prologue really like bumped it again. What else? Yeah,
Oxygen
so
set.
changes on Steam mostly are responsible, plus that most people already saw the demo, which is similar, but we are not worried about people being interested in the game, because we saw interest in the game for such a long time. There's so many people. We have about 4,000 or 5,000 people on our Discord server. I think none of the other games from our publisher had so many Discord members on launch. So for those who are worried, I wouldn't be worried. We are making great game with a lot of improvements thanks to the prologue. The aim for the prologue was mostly to gather players' opinions on a very small scale, but bigger than Discord, because on our Discord channel most people saw the game already, they played it many times, and I mean the prologue, and it's hard to have a fresh look on it, just like us, the developers. We are playing the game for 3 years now, and we just don't see some things which are important for others. But people on our Discord do, and even more people who saw it on Steam. So yeah, somebody asked to write it, so I will also write it to make it visible on chat.
Okay, I think I'm going to collect more rocks to build a huge corridor. What do you think about it?
Yeah,
I
let's
build
build.
lots of stuff.
Oxygen set. External.
When it comes to the wishlist today,
Oxygen set.
I cannot really tell you, because that would be important information. So I would have to do it in an official way. But all I can say, it's growing very fast, and as you can see on the Steam Global Top wishlists, it's bigger than Bomb Simulator and others. Yeah.
Okay, another feature, guys. I think you know this. You know it already, but you can also press F1 and see some help during the game.
Yeah, so this is very important. Most people didn't do this. Yeah. So always when you are in doubt, you don't remember which key to press, just press F1, and here you see everything. How to move, how to crouch, how to jump, and when you go into the rover, you will see different ones, right? So we can show it now.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the top wish list, because there were some questions about wish lists.
Okay, we need to see it.
Oxygen set.
So
pressing F1.
when looking at the global top wish lists at Playway Games,
Oxygen
I
set.
can see that there is Builders of Egypt. It's higher, and then we have Mr. Prepper, which is they are great guys. We are also fans of Mr. Prepper, so they also released a prologue recently. So go check it out if you haven't already. They got an amazing prologue, and yeah, and we are number 3 from Playway Games on top wishes, as I can see in the public one. So Bomb Simulator is lower behind us. Yeah, so that's what's the prologue about, to reach more people, and most importantly
Oxygen set.
to
External.
gather feedback from players, because it's amazing how many useful information we got from them. and how quickly we were able to add those changes. Because every 3 days we are adding a big list of changes in the game, which we didn't know it's needed before the prologue. I will maybe make a short link for you. Make a short link so everybody will see it. Okay. Okay, so you are now gathering a lot of rocks to build a base.
I don't think so. You can check the level of your trailer right here. So it isn't full right now. So we can collect some more. This is too heavy, I think. Yeah. The other one could be. I can do this. And it's almost full.
Okay, HC Trailers. Czy wersja Prolog będzie zawsze za darmo, czy Prolog będzie płatny? This is a question in Polish. Will the prologue be always free or will it be paid? Prologue will always be free.
Oxygen set. Suit.
Pełna gra będzie płatna. Okay, so what's your plan for this base? You want to build a very big electric station or something?
Yes, we could. And we can check how many battery packs do we need to survive sunstorm with electricity. Do you think is this possible anyway?
Yeah, we didn't have enough battery packs in the last approach.
Yeah, we had only 2.
So we can try now again. Thank you, Ancient Hulk. Amazing.
And I think it will be good to replace this small one.
Yeah, we have to
Also-
just disconnect the small panels and destroy them. Also, we have the ghosts here for the well, so we can destroy them also. Because they are just standing here. Yeah, let's get rid of them. Right. Be careful for electrocution, but you know how to do it. If you do it on the socket, then it would electrocute you, and it's not a good idea. So you have to go around or in different on different height.
Okay. We can. No, we can't. We just need to connect straight in with the transformer. This is just going to build a ladder right here.
Yes, we think about it. We'll probably add some ladder or stairs somewhere
Or
in
lift.
here, because it may be tiring to go around. But this is one. By the way, did you fall into? That's another way to die, falling into the crusher. But but maybe not now, because you have a lot of resources collected.
Yeah, you can jump right here.
Yeah, if you
And you're
jump,
going to
it
die
looks
if
very
you
cool.
crash.
Maybe we can show it later. If you don't,
Okay.
let's leave the rover here. Don't drive out.
Mhm.
So it will stay here, and later after we build the base, we will save and
Okay.
come back. So yeah, and come back and yeah, and then we will be able to.
So actually, I can save right now.
What's your record speed run time?
Okay. Game saves.
Whoa, don't do this, no! Oh, you are quick, because you have to do this after it finishes, I think.
Okay.
There's too many rocks and just it didn't
Okay.
have time to grind you. Yeah, just as I said.
Nice.
It's a way to die in this game. You know, we had to implement all of those ways, so it's not like we were. It wasn't easy to just figure it out, but we were just thinking, what are the possible ways to die, and what did we miss? And we tried to not miss a lot, and still a lot of people are. Complaining, for example, that oh no, the rover doors killed me. That's how it is in real life. You don't go into such big metal part which is falling on your head. You will die. It's a survival game. Sorry, you need to survive. We cannot guide
We
you
don't have
that
enough
much.
Resources.
Yeah, you need more
Great.
aluminum and silicon. You can check it above here on top. So yeah, it's good to
We should collect some more rocks.
It's good to collect more rocks and do this.
Oxygen set.
Można przejść.
External.
Somebody asked. Somebody asked, do you have to complete the prologue, or can you just play? So I guess you can play very long time, because in the demo
Oxygen set.
there was a sunstorm which was just over. But right now there is a sunstorm which is ending, and then there is another one after some time.
But you have to make sure that you have enough resources.
if you have
to
resources, you have the base, you have energy and food. I think the only limitation in the prologue right now is the number of seeds you have, because you have not, if you have not enough seeds for the potatoes, then you will run out of food. In the full game we have greenhouses with special devices which generate seeds, so they allow you to seed, to make more seeds and plant them.
I think this is the biggest ore on this crater.
We have a very nice comment on the stream that I like the rebalancing you did. Oh, watch out, because this is a big mountain. It can fall on your head. Okay, I like the rebalancing you did with the consumables. I think they are close to perfect now. Okay, thank you. So
very nice to hear.
It's very nice to hear, and it's based on your feedback. We were reading every post on the forum and every comment, and we were trying to respond to everything we could, and then we made a list of all the changes you request us to do. So that's what we made. So there was a big thread on our forums about how we consume too much water, that you have to drink every 2 hours in the game, and normal people that was close, you could die. If this fallen on your head, you would die. This is not so easy. So right now you just need maybe 2 bottles per day to stay hydrated in the game. Oh, you can see there are some pickables here. Those round rocks, those are the pickable which you can collect and put in your inventory, and you can bring them to the crusher. Maybe we can show it, because some people were asking in the forums how to do it. How is it possible to do it? So yeah. So this is something which is worth seeing, because you can collect the rocks using the rover and also manually by hand, and this way sometimes it's faster to collect everything. By the way, in the full game we will have this robot which is your friend and is going around near you, and the robot can pick the rocks for you, so you don't have to always remember about it. He will be helpful. I will answer in the chat. Ancient. The jet wing from your full game trailer won't work in Mars atmosphere because it's too thin, and you would not create necessary lift. Other flying machines are needed. Yes, I mean, we were thinking about this a lot, but in this case we think fun gameplay is more important. Also, remember that this jet wing is actually a rocket wing, because it doesn't have a jet engine, it has a rocket engine. So it's if you think about it, okay, Mars atmosphere is not dense, but if you are flying fast enough, there will be drag, just like Curiosity rover was landing using heat shields on Mars, right? So there had to be some drag. So if you are flying really fast using the rocket's wing, it would generate lift also in the CO2 atmosphere. So you would probably not fly in real Mars with such a big wing. I mean, you would need a bigger one, like gliders have. But it was like a compromise between gameplay and fun and some realism to some degree. Also, the jetpack is like the end device you get like after you collected most of the technologies from the tech tree. So you know, it's not something you use very often in the full game, unless you really played a lot. we are also thinking about helicopters because in our another game like Rover Mechanic Simulator, we are adding small helicopter, which will be later part of Perseverance rover. So the Ingenuity helicopter. You can see the sun is setting behind the mountain, so it's going to be night soon. And then we can maybe look in the beautiful stars. Helicopter machine would be good. Ingenuity will prove that out. Maybe, yeah. So we are kind of waiting also for NASA to test if this helicopter will be working or not, because nobody is really sure, right? So warning: expect a significant temperature drop in 1 hour. So if you see such warning, it's better to go to sleep, go inside the rover or go inside some base, because you can freeze to death in this game. So yeah, that's the best idea you can do.
External.
Go to sleep. So yes, I agree with the chat that there is no cooler game made by Polish studio. Yes, that you are right completely. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say that.
So I think this is a good time to thank all of you guys for your support.
You're breathtaking.
Yeah, exactly.
Our replies are breathtaking.
I just want to know how much we appreciate your comments and your everything, actually.
Yes, because without you guys, this game would never be so good, because all the feedback you gave us during the last week was really priceless. We just couldn't think about some of the... I think you're full.
Yeah.
We just couldn't think about some of those things which you've given us, those ideas. And now we have even more. We have an idea for a new system for crushing rocks, which will be different than this one, which you see right now. It will be cooler. It was suggested by some of the players. So yeah, that's basically thanks to you. So very soon you will see new updates, and then another update, and then another update, and then we are getting closer to early access release with the open world, with different vehicles and with all the buildings. I personally cannot wait to build giant domes with garden inside, and make it work, make the power for it, add water. It will be like, house flipper on Mars. I don't know, with garden inside, with
Oxygen set.
vehicles with like
External.
in GTA but on Mars. So yeah, can you just drop it? I think you need to go a little bit further. Yeah, and now you can unload.
Oxygen set.
Okay, please answer my questions before the live ends. Some people are interested in multiplayer. I heard about Order Alpha, full version than multiplayer. Is it correct? I think even more fun than alone will be Mars, to explore Mars in group of friends. Yes, so it's more or less correct. So it will be first prologue. I mean, first was the demo, the prologue is a fixed version. Free early access. For big updates to EA every few months. So I will maybe post it one by one, so it will be easier to read. It has an immersive element to it, which is better than any other Mars game I have played so far. I think it will be only get better. Yes, fingers crossed. Thank you. I think finally I also wanted such games, so that's why we decided to make it. So I think finally we will have a really great Mars, immersive Mars game, and later we can think about virtual reality mobile versions Xbox versions, PlayStation versions. Sky is the limit, right? We just need to first have core PC version really polished and perfect. So 1 is the demo, 2 is the prologue, and 3
I'm just printing parts for another medium solar panel and for 2 battery packs.
Every few months. 5 later, maybe if we survive that long.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to put the pickable rocks directly to the printer. So you need to switch to shredder container and just switch here. It's pretty easy.
Yes, the switch is, you need to remember about it because not many people remember about it, that you have to do this. What we are doing right now?
I'm printing parts to medium solar panel and for 2 battery packs. I'm just thinking to print another one if I have enough resources. Yeah, I have enough to print 3 more actually.
Oh, so that's a lot of printing.
Yeah. But we need to check out if we can survive the sandstorm with electricity. It could be hard, but we can try. So we can also destroy all the buildings besides headquarters.
What do you want to build? Yeah, don't destroy the HQ because it's not enabled in the...
I know.
Yeah, to build it.
That's all buildings besides HQ.
Somebody asked about, kojarzycie film The Martian? So do you remember the movie The Martian? What if you could make a pretty explosion in the airlock when you forget to take care of it? So we can show them, right? To just save the game and let's do this.
We can.
Will there be nuclear power when the full game came out? Yes, we have more types of energy production than just solar panels. We have, in the full game, we have it's called kilopower, and it's a like nuclear thermal energy generator, which will be used running on uranium. So I will tell you in the chat how it goes. You can check on Wikipedia. Okay, so now we destroyed one of the airlocks, and what will happen when there is air inside and we try to open it? Yeah, that's something you asked for, right? It blows you away because there is air inside and it will push you away of the base.
What is important, we survived.
Yes.
But we have leak. No, it is not a good idea to drill a corridor.
I'm waiting for more. Thank you. All good for you. Game has really potential. Just keep working. Thank you very much. Geothermal generator. I'm not sure because Mars doesn't have liquid planet core as far as I know. So probably the geothermal energy, it's not confirmed. Is it viable on Mars or not? But solar power is the best option probably. That's one thing. And another thing is Nuclear energy, kilopower. I will post the link in the chat so you can check it. So this is what you can build in the full game, the kilopower nuclear reactor. And also a lot of people on the Steam forums are asking about wind energy. And wind energy is also not confirmed really to be a viable option on Mars. I mean, it will probably work, but will it generate enough electricity? If maybe during the most violent sandstorms, but then during the sandstorm there is this dust flying everywhere and rocks which will be destroying your fun, and so I'm not sure if it's a good idea to use wind energy. I can't wait this game will be out, because I like survival building games like Minecraft and Satisfactory. I thought inside Lander found geothermal activity. I mean, it had some micro shakes in the ground, but I don't know if geothermal is really confirmed. If you have some scientific papers, please post them in our... Is it not too many batteries? Post it in our forums and we will check them, because we try to put to this game we try to use as many scientifically accurate things as possible. So yeah. Czy przewidujecie możliwość wzbogacenia gry modami? Modding. Probably will happen, right? Because it's Unity, so it's very easy to mod, and a lot of people already are interested in this game. And I think sooner or later it will happen anyway, so yeah, I think it will be cool as well, because it will be cool to have like Steam Workshop support to add some new vehicles to the game, maybe. And new furniture, for example, for the base. So there are a lot of possibilities. What now? Do you charge every battery?
Yeah.
And then to the hub? What's your plan?
Yes,
Do we have
to charge all batteries and check if we can survive the sandstorm with electricity. It is going to take some time, I think, so we can go to sleep and wait till the battery is going.
Oxygen
Okay,
set.
I forgot about it.
External.
Oops, did you save? Oh, you survived. Because there is only one airlock, so it would throw you away.
On this side,
Yeah.
but
Don't open it.
I need to build another one.
First fix this one, because it will just... Yeah, it's broken. You have to fix it. Current top wishes games globally, Polish companies. 56 occupy Mars the games today, 122 the another Fossil Hunter.
Okay.
56 among Polish companies or 56 among all companies? Also, Phobos should have geothermal activity because of the stressing it gets from the planet. No confirmation on that, but it seems reasonable. Yeah, good idea. Maybe we could have some geothermal energy in Phobos. Hooligans, 56 globally, I think. Not 56 on Polish. So we are doing a really great long stream. I didn't expect that we will survive that long in a survival game, but it means that this build is really more fun to play, right?
Yeah.
I think it helped a lot that we changed the post-processing slightly so that colors are more vivid, more colorful, more light. So yeah. If you have any suggestions for changes or add-ons on your Discord? Most of them are very good. How do you plan to implement?
External.
Add ZG. One by one. Just like our recent updates you could see on Steam. Thank you for nice words. Okay. I'm curious if Gamescom has fixed the indie booth area, because it was not really working on their side yesterday. There is a new patch, maybe I will log in and check. So guys, if you want to see our booth in the Gamescom Indie Arena, you can check it again here.
Okay, it's actually 4 AM and we still have electricity.
Perfect. It's we are in the middle of the night, right? So
Yeah.
we can go upstairs and look at the stars. Maybe it's a good time to tell our viewers how to enable.
Are you sure about it?
How to enable those constellations? Can you do this now?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can.
But we've added so many details to the stars right now that it's just hard to distinguish them, because there are so many. You can see the center of the galaxy, Milky Way, in here. Okay, so do we tell them?
If you want.
Okay.
This is your responsibility.
Okay, Cerber, are you listening? Because you wanted to see. If you're listening, I will tell you, but can you go to the stars, to the window or outside? Okay, so what you have to press is tilde button plus
Plus button.
plus the
actually.
plus button on the numeric keyboard. So, and the minus is turning it off, right? A tilde and minus. Right?
Yeah.
Tilde. I'm not sure if it's possible to write it on
Yes, you should press them twice.
stream.
Press it twice and you'll be able to write it.
It's just minus on the chat, I think, because it's a non-typical character.
Oxygen set. Suit.
There is a ghost under this building. There was, I think, there was a building and a ghost to build it also. So,
I'm
The
just
night
saving
sky looks more
energy.
nice without those constellations. Yep. Yeah, whatever you need, but we think it's nice. Okay, so previously I was telling you about how we made the sunstorm, but it's basically a bubble around the player which causes this darkening and the particles and things like that. And if you are going inside the building, there is in the building there is another like bubble which is disabling the storm around the building, but not outside. So this way, if you are inside the building, there is you can see behind the window that the storm is still going on. It wasn't easy to do, believe me. We had to work on it to make it work. But the end result, I think, is close to reality. How it would be on real Mars. Of course, it would be probably less wind power on the planet, but you know, there's got to be some dramatism in the game. And what else do I want to tell? Yeah, that in the future we want to modify the
Oxygen set.
sunstorm
External.
to make it so that you will see it from far away. So if you are outside, you see that there is a storm coming, you will see this cloud approaching you from any direction. So you will know if it's from east or west before, maybe an hour before it starts. So you have some time to prepare. Okay. What else? Yeah. So when you know the direction in which the storm is coming, then you can secure the building. Oh yeah, that you destroy the capsule and the pi cables were inside. So you can destroy the building, or you can build, for example, a wall around your base. For example, from east, if you see that there is a storm coming from east. So another natural phenomena on Mars are the dust devils, those little tornadoes which are spinning around, and the goal is not to destroy your base or rover, but to distract you from your main goal. So they will be generated like in some distance from you, from the player, and then they will be like going around you somewhere, like between 1 and 9 dust devils. And if you approach them, they will throw you away slightly. So sometimes they may be like protecting some place you would like to go, or they can throw you into a rock, and that's another way to die on Mars. So you have to be careful about this, about tornadoes and little dust devils on Mars. Of course, if they throw you away, if you are going yourself, you can always drive by a rover, and the rover is not so susceptible to the wind, so it shouldn't be a problem to drive it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so on our Discord channel, Server just posted another of his speedruns. So is this a speedrun or is it a medium run? 15 minutes 58 seconds.
Nice. Can we beat him?
I think we could probably make it faster.
Don't do this to him.
Yeah, but those batteries need two outputs, one for connecting other devices and second one to chain them together. And solar panels pass through inputs also for training and battery cable management. Solar panels pass through inputs. I think we have something like that planned in the full game. Basically there will be solar panels which can have extension of another solar panel, so we didn't want to add two inputs because it will be complicated for people. You know, for some people it's really complicated to understand our electricity system currently in the game, and if each battery had multiple outputs and one would be for battery and one would be for device, it would be hard. If you want, you can still build, for example, another transformer device and just multiply the cables from battery to transformer and to another battery. You can build different configurations, but it would be just too complicated if there were two outputs. So we didn't want to do this. The base building, my brain is exploding. This game has everything. Yes, that's fast. Meanwhile, I can see that we are fixing some stuff in the game. Yeah, because right now speedruns are not so fast because you have to also fix the board on the workbench, so it's some additional time required to fix the PCB. So yeah, 15 minutes, try to beat it. Maybe it's hard. You would have to be, you know, perfect in every way to do this.
Okay, I will try at home.
Yeah, after
I will let you know.
Okay.
If I beat server or not.
Okay, good.
In the meantime, I just built 2 long corridors. And we have a long way to get inside our base,
Oxygen set.
but we can.
Whoa, yeah, because we also disabled those floor tiles from the prologue, because we didn't want to show too many blueprints on the players, because it would be hard for you to find them. Haha, bet you didn't know about this. This is the place where you will be able to find the fuses, because as you can see, in every base there is a there are some hidden spaces in the floor, and you have some cables there. So if you connect water, power and oxygen to the hub, your whole base will have this. So if you want to disconnect some part of the base, you will be able to, for example, use the fuse, and you don't have to destroy the corridor. Yeah, so the base can grow this way. And yes, I can't wait to just build the giant base in the full game finally.
I think we have a bigger problem because we are out of oxygen bubbles.
There is a question: can you grind your printer? I think you can.
In shredder?
Can you destroy your shredder?
Yeah, we can.
I think you can, but then
it takes so much time.
Yeah. If you have 2 hours spare, we can do this on the live stream, but we will finish tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think so. It will be 2 hours. But interesting thing is that you can destroy while your rover is on. So it actually looks very nice. Our rover.
These are printable throws in the prologue. Those corridors don't have them except the corridor. Yeah, we disabled them. I think they were available in the demo version, but it was hard to find anything on the printer because there were so many items. So we decided we don't need it anymore in the prologue because you just build corridors full of them. Maybe we will add in the future, because you know, I think probably we will have to add categorization for the printer in the full game, because there are so many items and buildings that it would be probably hard. to find just. Oh no, not too much Polish. I do not get a notebook after that. Wait. Okay. So let's see how does it look if you destroy the shredder. And that's probably another dump waste style on Mars.
No, I don't think so.
Destroying the shredder. If there is a big shredder, there will be a small one, right? Good question. So I will tell you that there is another way to print things in the full game, not only in the big one. So you are more or less correct. Oh, inventory is full. How do you have so many of those tiles? So
I don't know.
if
Don't ask me.
maybe you can. You cannot put them because we disabled the tiles in the prologue. But you would be able to just put them in the walls and floors. Yeah, so there will be a 3D printer in the full game. Some categorization like on tablet is fine. Yeah, we'll probably add categorization because there is going to be more and more buildings. In the full game we even have 3 or 4 different sizes of those glass domes where you can build a garden inside.
3 actually.
We have 3, right? Small, medium and large.
Mm-hmm.
And you can connect many of them to have some futuristic garden base on Mars. So you have we have greenhouse, we have 2 types of workshops, we have canteen where you can eat some food, like kitchen. We have more types of airlocks, like a big airlock with suits and stuff. Not a portable 3D printer, but a small 3D printer.
Oh, I know. You should build a spaceship.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to turn over the replant. I'm just
Thank
going
you.
to destroy this area because
Can't wait for the full game. That would be a good time for release. At the start of early access you will probably land with a small capsule that you can scrap and build into a printer, and like Satisfactory. Yeah, so basically in the full game you have different modes because I will just answer here. Not in the prologue, in the yeah, so yeah, not in the prologue, but in the full version you will have the giant domes, and yeah. So about this, how do we start a game? When you land, that's one way to start a game. For example, in the full game we have the sandbox mode, which is like free to play early. I mean, not free to play, but free play game where you have open world, you have your capsule, tools, and you have to do everything you need yourself. But also there will be a story mode campaign, just like in the prologue where you just came to this crater from a remote base, but there will be a lot more different locations, and you will have a story I don't want to spoil you the story because you will see yourself. Or something will happen and you will have to survive, right? That's the meaning of the game. So if you want, you can play the story mode, or you can just play free play mode and
Oxygen
build
set.
whatever you want.
Suit.
I need my wife to be here and translate every time you write in Polish. Yeah, because Tala's wife is Polish. Okay, so because there's a lot of Polish questions, so I have to answer.
If you just wrote
Oxygen
that
set.
we
External.
have no enough vodka,
Yeah, we can. In the full version, you can change potatoes into vodka because you have a chemistry laboratory, and you can, in the chem lab, you can make it.
Oxygen set.
Uh, okay. What else? Co oprócz ziemniaków nie można sadzić? So, what can you plant in the full game? In the full game, you have potatoes, tomatoes, corn,
and beetroots.
beetroots, salad, I think,
It's the new one. I've never heard about it.
and we have apple trees. And oxy tree is a special tree for generating oxygen inside, which is generating. It has a big leaves and generates a lot of oxygen. So that's mostly the. What you can grow in the full game for now. But we can add more if we add the Steam Workshop. Then we could add, we could add like
Dehydration detected.
different plants and trees. Some players could do this for us. Yeah, apples.
Oxygen set. External.
So it's not an ad. It's just a fruit I like. Maybe we can add different fruits as we develop the game. That's the beauty of early access, right? Everybody can add something from him. So, who asked this question in Polish? I will have to answer in Polish. Hooligan. Okay, so add hooligans.
Oh no.
Potatoes.
Storm is coming, but I don't have my. Oh yes, I have my potatoes.
So we have the beetroot, and it's a sugar beetroot in the full game because you need sugar to make rocket fuel
Alcohol.
and alcohol, and solid rocket fuel for small rockets or things like that. Yeah, that's a life decision. Satisfactory or occupy Mars? What should you choose? So your inventory is full?
Yeah.
Don't put your potatoes on the floor. It's not nice to do.
I just can't grab it, you know? Yeah, my inventory.
Oh,
is
by
full.
the way, when it comes to trees, we also have the Christmas trees. Some different kinds of how are they
Sorry,
called?
potatoes.
Pine trees or something. I forgot, will there be co-op play? Yeah, we hope it will be at some point, but for now we are focusing on the single player. And once the single player is good, then we can focus on the co-op.
Oxygen set. External.
So I'm really curious that we have enough energy to survive all sandstorm without blackout. We have only 6 battery packs. But right now we have full energy right now. It will be interesting.
Okay, so we have another question from Polish viewer. Will there be a possibility to automate production like in Satisfactory? So to some degree, but we didn't want to the potatoes flying everywhere. We didn't want to add the conveyor belts like in Satisfactory, because we think in Mars it's not really feasible, probably because the gravity is lower. So if you put something on the conveyor belt, you are not sure if it will work. You will probably fall away, and still there are better ways to transport things. So if you want some spoilers, if you don't, then just cover your ears right now. In the full game, we have, for example, drones. Because at first you are using your rover to drive around to collect rocks, but once you have a big base, you don't have time for this. So there are drone rovers which you just send to remote location, that they automatically come back, unload on the crusher, and you can just sit in the crusher, print stuff, and the rovers will keep coming with the rocks. So you don't have to collect every rock on your own in the full game. What else? You have the robot which can bring stuff for you. We call him Spotty, like Scotty from Star Trek. So the robots, you can send them to collect rocks, or to maybe we can later add more features to the robots. They could build some things for you, but for now they collect rocks. They are companions, and then the robot has his own inventory, so he can store some devices and tools inside. And you can pet him, and he is sometimes happy or unhappy. So it's a nice companion if you are alone on Mars. So such robot is a nice addition. Yeah, so the drone rovers, they are not 100% finished implementing yet. We have the models and some basic mechanics, but this game is early access, so we will be adding stuff. But they are a part of our plan, and we have some basic mechanic how they work. Yeah, so we'll probably finish them at some point, and they will be as an update.
Okay, I have good news. We survived sunstorm with electricity. We have 6 battery packs right now, so it is possible.
So that's the second sunstorm?
First.
Yeah, first, because we restarted. Okay. What else do we have? We've already shown the fire. We have the fire extinguisher, so we can. Yeah, maybe we can show it again because there are new people. So you can burn some shelves and then extinguish it. How is oxygen spread through your base if you generate O2 only in one location? So basically, you connect oxygen. You can connect oxygen to the HQ, to this main building, the hub, and also to the greenhouses. So if you have multiple greenhouses, it's best to connect on every side. It would spread more, more evenly, and our corridors are also made in such a way that because this base is like when we were designing this game, we were thinking about what is needed, what is the most important to have on Mars, if you want to build a base. So we have to have modular buildings, and each part, a corridor or a capsule or things like that, each of them has to have heating in the walls, because it needs to be comfortable inside. So you need heating. We also need electricity, and so it has cables inside, water, it has pipes, and what else? We also have a shield from radiation, so it's all part of this. Yeah, so what do you think? We are streaming for over 2 hours, 3 hours now. Maybe that's where we would end the
Good
stream.
time, yes.
For today. Thank you all so much for
For your presence.
for watching us. I just had a message that the dogs need to be walked because it's late. So we probably should be finishing now. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you will keep playing with us, keep sending us your feedback, because that's the most important thing to make this game successful, to tell us what you think. And yeah, I hope you will have a lot of fun playing the full version, because now after the prologue we only are focusing on the full game. So thank you again for watching, and see you in the next stream. Bye.
Bye guys.